Haunted hiking trails, creepy old graveyards, abandoned ghost towns, and old buildings where spirits lurk. Come and explore some of these most haunted places where people just like you and me come face to face with ghosts. This is folklorist and author Jannette Quackenbush with Backroads Books by 21 Crows. I discover and research old ghost stories, folklore, and legends, then pass them on to you. I have found a whole bunch of these haunted locations of legends and folklore. Now let me help you find your scary place, where our natural world and their supernatural world collide. In a hollow of Vinton County sits an abandoned town. Along the Big Sand Railroad in the mid-1800s, it was generally called Hope or Big Sand Furnace. The town's livelihood centered around the charcoal iron furnace settled deep in a hillside. Trains chugged along the old railroad spur, blasting their horns. When they stopped, the thunderous echoes of men loading coal into their cars rumbled and clattered. Wagons creaked and lumbered along muddy, rutted roads, joined with the occasional lows of oxen and snorts of horses. The thump of men swinging axes to chop lumber to make the charcoal fuel filled the air, and the reek of burnt wood singed the nostrils. Soot and dust blanketed the valley. The voices of children playing at the long-gone schoolhouse, furnace workers and townspeople once filled the air. The industry died more than 100 years ago. All those sights, scents, and sounds were ripped away along with it. Or were they? Some say that you can still catch a ghostly whiff of burning ore on certain days and hear the faraway chatter of the town's long dead, still going about their daily tasks. Locals passed on that the furnace grounds were home to a ghostly worker whose job was to haul the raw materials, roasted ore, charcoal, and limestone by lantern light, across a wooden bridge with a handcart, where he dropped them into the stack. One day he fell into its fiery depths. Afterward, those within the general store on the grounds nearby would hear a bang, 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 a fist to the door. When they answered it, nobody was there. Long after the furnace property had fallen to decay, a ghostly lantern light bobbed and wiggled along the gone bridge before disappearing at the broken stack. Deep in the pocket of land across from the furnace between Hope and Zaleski, the company had shacks and cabins for the workers. One cold November night in 1866, furnace worker John Slavins murdered two brothers for their pay and set their cabin afire to hide his dirty deed. Their dying screams and howls, even to this day, are caught in the wind on gusty autumn nights and echo throughout the hollows. They rise along the hillside to the old furnace cemetery, overgrown and forsaken, mingling with strange clicking sounds from where the old corpses still lie beneath long-gone headstones. Even there, the ghosts appear in tiny lights that flicker just beyond the dilapidated wooden fence. Would you dare walk where the souls of those dead still tread? A rugged dirt trail starts across from the parking lot for Hope Furnace and creeps through a deep forest and past a pocket of recessed caves. It is called Old's Hollow Trail, and it meanders through a forest of pines where the town once stood, and only foundation stones now remain beneath 100 years of pine needles. Along its path, you can see the furnace's old skeleton and watch for the dead worker to make his way into his eternal trap. You may hear the murdered furnace worker's wails through the pines, and you may listen to the unrested dead at the old furnace cemetery atop the hill and see a flickering of lights left behind.